Today's episode, I just want to talk to you about what holds us back from achieving our dreams. Limiting beliefs. Welcome to the Elevate Your World podcast. This podcast is for anyone who wants to take their business to the next level. Each episode tackles a topic relevant to entrepreneurs and those looking to start a business. I share tips and tricks on how you can grow your business, find success, and elevate your life. I am your host, Jules. Now, limiting beliefs, this is a state of mind or a belief about yourself that restricts you in some way. And these are false beliefs, and they prevent us from pursuing our goals and our desires. And as creatives or entrepreneurs, business owners, at some point we all struggle with these self-limiting beliefs that can hinder our potential success. And the key here, I believe, is to learn to identify these beliefs and to overcome them. So self-awareness is really, really important when you're dealing with thoughts like this. Now, what I'm talking about is the internal. It's the internal, not the external things that hold us back, people, circumstances, money, the weather even. And limiting beliefs are what keeps you from doing what you want to do and what you actually need to do. And the human mind, the mind is an amazing thing. It has the ability to just come up with millions of reasons why you can't do something, why you shouldn't do something. And there's a good chance you have a limiting belief right now that's actually stopping you from achieving your goal. And you may not even realize it. So elevate, we say this quote, the sky was never the limit. And I know some people do say the sky is the limit. Every time I hear that, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, the sky is not the limit. And elevate, we believe the only limit you have is the one that you set in your mind. And limiting beliefs come in a variety of shapes and forms. These are just examples. I'm not good at this. If I try this, people will laugh at me, people will judge me. I always mess up when I try this. There's so many, I could go on and on and on. And it could be any negative, reoccurring thought that stops you, regardless of what the specific thought is. And it's this type of negative thinking that will hold you back from achieving your dreams and goals. And to eliminate them, you need to first identify them. And this is what I'm saying about being self-aware. You can stop these negative beliefs by calling them out and telling yourself they're not true. Each of us have a different set of reoccurring negative thoughts. And it's simply realizing when this is happening is a great first step to eliminating the thoughts. And the question is, how do you tell yourself a belief isn't true? And a good way is to use examples, past examples. This is where you look back at your own experiences and times when you've overcome challenges, things that were really difficult in your life, in your business, and look also at the lives of others to see how they overcame the obstacles they were facing. For example, think of a time when you were successful before, when you achieved something, you completed a project, you got an award. If you're thinking, people are judging me, did they judge you? Or they were probably a good 99% of people were happy for you. And, just thinking about things like this is what helps you realize that limiting thoughts, such as people are going to be judging me, they're not true. It's just not valid. I believe it's also important to practice speaking positivity or speaking positively over your life. Limiting beliefs are just a habit. It's just a habit of the mind. I just think as people, we're just so trained to be negative. It's just crazy. And you can create new habits through positive affirmations. Instead of repeating to yourself that you can't do something, tell yourself you can and why you can and how you can. You just have to just change your words, change your language, spin everything and make everything positive. For example, this is quite true for some people. Some people suffer from a fear of success. Yeah, you just have to tell yourself, I am successful. I will succeed. And this will help inspire others. Whatever that project or the business or the work that you're doing. And if you're not good at something, which there is a reality, there are things that some of us are not good at. But again, this is the positivity we're talking about. Say something like, I am learning this and I can master it just like anything else or just like any other skill. So you take that negativity and you just turn it right around and just change your words, change what you say to yourself. And it's important to adopt the elevate mindset. I call it the elevate mindset, the growth mindset. And the growth mindset is a way of thinking that helps you reframe the negative limiting thoughts into the positive ones. It asserts that we aren't static and fixed, but change and we grow over time. This can be applied to any area of your business, your life, and it teaches you to defeat that inner voice that tells you that you can't do something. It's always one thing when you get the outer critics, the outer voices telling you something, but it's the one that's the most important, is your own voice, your own inner voice. This is one thing I do. It always helps me to see things in a positive way by going back. Go right back to the beginning. Go back to the why that lies behind your work, your current effort. Reconnect with that original vision and goal, and see how far you've come, and use this to fight back negative thinking. Always remembering that why. And this is the reward of what you try is well worth the risk. And the worst that can happen is that you make a mistake. But we know now, with mistakes, there's always something you can learn from making a mistake. And a mistake is always a great learning experience. And if you grasp this, you can defeat the inner critics' limiting beliefs and finally take action on the things that you need to do to move forward in your business. Everyone experiences self-limiting beliefs. So when you experience one, remember that you're definitely not alone. I know I still get my limiting beliefs. The important thing isn't to completely eliminate limiting beliefs, but to learn to overcome them and focus on the positive. When you change your perspective on your beliefs, you can change your life, which affects your business, it affects your projects, your career, your goals, everything. It has a knock-on effect. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I really hope you've learned something from this. And yes, if you have any comments, please do share them below. Send us an email. And I will see you on the next episode.